our next United States Senator, Richard Mourdock.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is an honor to stand before you, as I have done on any number of occasions. I love this party, as all of you do. And I have to tell you, I never imagined I would stand here. Over the last 15 months, though, I have begun all of my comments by a bit of an explanation. Because there were many who would say, why would I take on the challenge that we began in February of 2011 to run against Senator Dick Lugar? As I was asked to do so and considered it over a number of weeks, one thing kept coming back to me time and time again, and that is, as a Republican, we believe in competition. We believe in competition in the marketplace because we think that it brings us better products at lower cost, and that's good for all of us. We believe in competition in education, and that's why we support things like charter schools to even challenge the public school systems for better quality of education. And I came to realize if I believe in competition and education in the commercial marketplace, competition in the Republican Party is a good thing, too, when the competition is about conservative ideas. And yet, in taking on this challenge, I did it knowing that there could be no greater Hoosier, no greater American than Senator Dick Lugar. We began our comments on the day we began this campaign. I asked all present to join me to do something, and I did it to have them make a pledge to themselves and, frankly, to make sure it was a vow that I would honor when our campaign in the primary season would end, regardless of how it would end. And that was to give a round of applause for truly a great American whose biography, when it is written, will not include even a footnote about the events of May 8, 2012. The legacy of Senator Richard Lugar will live on through the Lugar series, through his congressional record, through his time in this great city, through his time as a great American, as a great world leader. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a great senator, a great Hoosier, a round of applause, Senator Dick Lugar. I can tell you since May 8th, life has been a whirlwind. In fact, I want to thank the state committee because my schedule is such that I need to be heading to the airport in just a few minutes, hence my early comments here. I was sharing with some friends at dinner last night. While I knew this was going to be a big deal, there's almost a sense of weirdness about it. It's a strange thing to hear your name mentioned in the media, and I'm used to negative editorials. I'm used to that. Kind of enjoy most of them. But just a few days ago, I went back to my condo a few blocks from the State House and I'm scrambling eggs, pouring them in a pan to make an omelet, and I'm listening to Rush Limbaugh. Talk about me. It's weird. It's weird. It's been unusual to be called out by name by people like Colin Powell, Harry Reid, Bill Clinton, to be called out by name by Senator Chuck Schumer. You know, he said I was going to be the Hoosier headache. That was his term. Well, Mr. Schumer, Senator Schumer, for those of you of the left wing of your party and your liberal ideas, I'm not going to be a headache, I'm going to be a migraine. You know I cannot give a speech without a quote from Abraham Lincoln. We are so polarized as a nation right now, where the Republicans think the best answer, and it is, for solving our country's problems is to make government smaller, let you keep more of your taxes, and to roll back the federal influence on the lives of every one of us. And of course, the Democrats think the answer is to borrow more, to make government bigger and more bloated, and to take us to bankruptcy. There is no compromise between those two positions. There can't be. And that's why we got to win the argument. Mr. Lincoln's quote in those days just before the great national catastrophe of the 19th century was to say, and I quote, "The present agitation must continue until one side or the other prevails in the public's mind." That is not just my task as a candidate. It's not just those of us who are fortunate to serve as Republican office holders. It's not just that task to them. It is the task to each and every one of you to influence your friends, your neighbors, your family, those people you go to church with, to cause them to realize that our ideas are the right ones that can get this country back on track and indeed take us to those wonderful letters, GOP, growth, opportunity, and prosperity. That's what we're going to do between November. I close with this. I am confident, but not overconfident. I would bet every one of you would agree that if we were having this conversation 4 years ago today, and indeed, if I was here 4 years ago today, I would have bet my house, my IRA, my 401k, and my wife's in the audience, yes, Marilyn, even my beloved motorcycle. I would have bet that there was no way this state would give 11 electoral votes to Barack Obama in 2008, but it did. My friends, we cannot let that mistake happen again. We have to elect Mitt Romney, Mike Pence, and I would appreciate your help as well. God bless you all. Thank you.